One time, my friend had me go pick up like ecstasy at this apartment. And like, what if something happened?
Wait, did Kim Kardashian just admit to being a drug mule on camera? And now the feds have found $8 million worth of cocaine hidden inside a Skims shipment.
I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard.
But here's what nobody's connecting. Britney Spears has been waiting for this moment, and she's got receipts that could bury Kim Kardashian forever. The internet is absolutely spiraling right now, and honestly, for good reason. Because while Kim Kardashian is scrambling to distance herself from a massive international drug bust that just went down involving her billion-dollar shapewear brand Skims, Britney Spears is allegedly sitting back watching it all unfold. And according to sources close to the pop icon, she's celebrating. Yeah, you heard that right. Britney is reportedly getting her lick back, and the timing, too perfect to be a coincidence. Because while the mainstream media is trying to paint this as just another random drug trafficking case that happened to involve a Skims truck, people who've been paying attention to the Free Britney movement for years know this goes so much deeper. This isn't just about drugs. This is about money laundering, stolen fortunes, shadowy Hollywood power players, and a revenge plot that's been brewing for over a decade. And Britney, she's allegedly pushing to have Kim charge for all the money she lost during her conservatorship, because apparently Kim and her family stole an estimated $600 million from her. Let me say that again, $600 million. So buckle up, because this story has layers that would make an onion jealous, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why Britney Spears might be popping champagne while Kim Kardashian's empire crumbles. Let's start with what just happened, because this is where everything started unraveling for Kim. Earlier this week, news broke that authorities in the UK seized a truck at the port of Harwich in Essex. The truck had just arrived on a ferry from the Netherlands, and it was carrying 28 pallets of Skims clothing. Sounds normal enough, right? Just another shipment of overpriced shapewear heading to boutiques across Europe. Except when Border Force officers decided to take a closer look, they found something that Kim's PR team absolutely cannot spin their way out of. Hidden inside a professionally engineered secret compartment built into the rear trailer doors, officers discovered 90 individual 1-kilogram packages of pure white powder. The street value? A jaw-dropping $9.4 million. The truck driver, a Polish national named Jakub Jan Konol, was immediately arrested. And get this, he was allegedly paid just $5,000 to risk his entire life transporting nearly $10 million worth of illegal substances across international borders. $5,000. The man is now facing 13 years in prison, and I'm sure whoever actually orchestrated this operation is hoping he keeps his mouth shut, because if he starts talking, a lot of powerful people are going down. Now, of course, Kim's team immediately released statements claiming she and Skims had absolutely zero involvement. They're calling it an isolated incident, saying the driver acted alone, blah blah blah, all the usual corporate damage control language. But here's the problem. People aren't buying it anymore, because this isn't the first time the Kardashians have been connected to shady international business dealings. And when you start pulling at this thread, the entire sweater unravels, and it leads straight back to Britney Spears' conservatorship. For those of you who somehow don't know the backstory behind Britney and Kim, let me take you back to 2008. This was the year Britney Spears was placed under one of the most controversial conservatorships in modern history. After a very public series of struggles, amplified and exploited by the media, Britney was stripped of control over her finances, her career, her body, and basically every major decision in her life. Her father, Jamie Spears, was appointed conservator, and for 13 years, Britney was essentially a prisoner in her own life, forced to work, perform, and generate hundreds of millions of dollars that she had no access to. But here's what most people didn't know during the Free Britney movement. There was a woman pulling strings behind the scenes. Her name is Lou Taylor. Lou Taylor is the owner of TriStar Entertainment, a major Hollywood management company. And according to Britney's own mother, Lynn Spears, who wrote about this in her 2008 memoir, Lou and Jamie Spears were discussing the possibility of establishing a conservatorship for Britney as early as 2005. Let me repeat that, 2005, 3 years before Britney's public breakdown, 3 years before the conservatorship was officially established. They were planning this. Britney's lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, later revealed that TriStar Lou Taylor's company made over $18 million directly from the conservatorship, $18 million in management fees alone. But it gets worse. There were also donations made from Britney's bank accounts to a faith-based organization associated with Lou Taylor called Mercy Ministries. Britney's estate donated $50,000 to this Nashville Christian organization, which at the time promoted conversion therapy programs. Meanwhile, Britney Britney's own children's foundation was left with just $17 in assets. Let that sink in. Britney's kids had $17. A religious organization tied to the woman profiting off her conservatorship got $50,000.
I'd like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them.
Britney wanted to speak. She wanted to expose what was being done to her, but she was silenced, controlled, medicated into submission.
Look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount.
And here's where Kim Kardashian enters the picture. So what exactly does Lou Taylor have to do with Kim Kardashian? Everything. In July 2020, during the height of the Free Britney movement, people started digging into Lou Taylor's business connections. And what they found was explosive. The address for Lou's business, Tristar, was listed in corporation filings for multiple Kardashian-Jenner businesses. We're talking Kim's KKW Fragrance, Kylie's King Kylie LLC, Kris's Kardashian-Jenner Family Foundation, Kendall's 818 Tequila, and even Travis Scott's Cactus Jack brand. Lou Taylor wasn't just connected to the Kardashians. She was listed as the agent for service of process, meaning if any of these businesses got sued, the legal paperwork went directly to her. Now, here's where it gets really shady. When people started calling out the Kardashians for their ties to Lou Taylor, the woman who orchestrated Britney's nightmare, both Kim and Kylie scrambled to file new paperwork to remove Lou's name from their filings. Think about that. They removed her name but kept her address. They wanted to create the appearance of distance without actually cutting ties. Why? If Lou was just another employee, just another business manager, why not fire her completely and hire someone else? Why go through the trouble of scrubbing her name while maintaining the connection? Unless, of course, there was a deeper business arrangement, something that couldn't be easily undone, something that if Lou ever got angry and decided to talk to authorities, could destroy the Kardashians completely. And that's when people started connecting the dots to the biggest allegation of all, that Kim and her family helped Lou Taylor launder over $600 million of Britney's money. Now, I need to be clear, these are still allegations that haven't been proven in court yet, but the paper trail is suspicious, to say the least. Here's how the scheme allegedly worked. In 2018, Britney's father, Jamie, was made trustee of Britney's SJB Trust. According to investigators and Britney's fans who have been following the money, Jamie allegedly transferred $600 million of Britney's money to Lou Taylor. At the time, Lou was vice president at an investment firm called Stonebridge. From there, the money was allegedly moved to another company with the same name, but this one was all the way in Panama. Classic money laundering move. Send it offshore, clean it, bring it back. $600 million, the exact amount that Cody paid for 51% of Kylie Cosmetics in 2019. Coincidence? People don't think so. Kim was involved in the conspiracy to take Britney's $600 million. Look into her association with Lou Taylor, and they're conspiring together to embezzle Britney's money. Kim paid cash for a mansion using Britney's money right after it all went down. And it's not just random fans making these claims. Liz Crokin, the same investigative journalist who covered the suspicious death of Kathy White, Jay-Z's alleged mistress, has gone on record connecting the dots. The Kardashians and Diddy are clients of Lou Taylor's Tristar. Taylor was the mastermind of Britney Spears' illegal and corrupt conservatorship. Kylie Jenner's cosmetic company was potentially used to launder Spears' money. Now, the Kardashians have never directly addressed these allegations. Instead, they did what they always do. They performed solidarity. During the Free Britney movement, Kim and her sisters posted supportive messages. They used the hashtag. They acted like they were on Britney's side, but behind the scenes, Lou Taylor, the woman accused of masterminding Britney's conservatorship, was a guest at Kris Jenner's birthday party. Kardashians are best friends/business partners with the lady who put Britney into her conservatorship. That lady, Lou Taylor, was even just at Kris's 69th birthday party. You can't make this stuff up. They publicly support Britney while privately celebrating with the woman who allegedly destroyed her life and stole her fortune. But if you thought the conservatorship connection was bad, wait until you hear what just came out in the latest batch of Epstein files. A victim who filed a complaint in the Ghislaine Maxwell case specifically named the Kardashian sisters. The complaint accused them of maintaining a close personal relationship with both Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, but it goes even deeper than that. But this time, it's coming from an Epstein victim's official legal complaint. The filing claimed the Kardashian sisters collaborated with Maxwell to exploit the complainant's identity for business ventures and financial gain, including identity theft, tied to children and possible surrogacy arrangements. The complainant also accused them of fraud, stealing money, and allegedly committing crimes against minors. She said, and I quote, Khloe and Kendall had a special interest in my marriage and change of name, and says Kim Kardashian was mentioned by Larita Julie, who was Tiger Woods' mistress, in connection to identity fraud and a $600 million cosmetic company exit. Now, before this information came out, no one had any suspicions about who the anonymous complainant could be. But now, people are saying it could possibly be Britney herself. And if that's the case, it shows that Britney is done playing nice. She's done being silent. And she wants justice.
It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you to the judge to approve me do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself.
For years, Britney was told to stay quiet to protect the people who hurt her. But now, with Kim Kardashian potentially facing RICO charges over a massive drug operation, everything is coming to light. And Britney is allegedly ready to make sure Kim pays for everything. Now, let's talk about another piece of this puzzle that ties everything together. Kris Jenner's church. Yes, you heard that right. Kris Jenner started a church called the California Community Church. And it's not what you think. According to reports, every member, including her daughters, was required to drop $1,000 a month just for membership. Plus, everyone was expected to tithe over 10% of their earnings to the church. On the surface, people thought it was just a clever tax write-off scheme. Donate to your own church, claim it as a charitable deduction, reduce your tax burden. Pretty standard rich people stuff, but when you dig deeper, the church appears to be something much more sinister.
Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through...
That's right. According to investigators, the California Community Church was allegedly being used as a channel to receive what looked like charitable donations from Diddy, but the money was actually being used to quietly pay off his victims. Lou Taylor, the same woman connected to Britney's conservatorship and the Kardashians' businesses, was allegedly managing this slush fund. So now we have a conservatorship that generated millions in stolen funds, a cosmetics deal potentially financed with laundered money, a church used to funnel hush money to its victims, and now, a massive international drug operation tied to Kim's billion-dollar brand all, connected by the same players, all protected by the same system. Which brings us back to why Britney Spears is allegedly celebrating right now. Because for over a decade, Britney was told she was crazy. She was told she was unstable, she was medicated, controlled, silenced, and robbed.
Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way, but 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain.
And the entire time, the people who were stealing from her people like Lou Taylor and allegedly the Kardashians were building billion-dollar empires off her back. But now, the walls are closing in. Kim can't buy her way out of being named in the Epstein files. She can't spin a truck full of cocaine with her company's name all over it. She can't erase the paper trail connecting her businesses to Lou Taylor and the stolen conservatorship funds. Even Kanye, who was married to Kim and saw everything from the inside, is allegedly hinting that the Kardashian empire is built on something much darker than reality TV and makeup. Kim Kardashian is allegedly building her billion-dollar empire by running a full-scale cartel operation. UK authorities have just uncovered more than $8 million worth of white powder hidden inside a Skims underwear shipment. And here's the thing, once the feds start pulling one thread, everything unravels. If they investigate the Skims shipment, they'll look into the company's finances. If they look into the finances, they'll find the Lou Taylor connections. If they investigate Lou Taylor, they'll uncover the conservatorship money. She is guilty and everybody knows it. Send her to jail forever and ever. Throw away the keys, weld the door shut. Don't ever let her out of the cell. Now I can't say for certain whether Kim will actually be arrested. The Kardashians have powerful lawyers, powerful connections, and a lot of money to throw at making problems disappear. But this time feels different.
I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you to the judge to approve me do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me. And by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay.
She was drugged, controlled, exploited, and robbed of hundreds of millions of dollars. But now, as Kim Kardashian's empire starts to crumble under the weight of federal investigations and international scandals, Britney is finally getting her chance to watch the people who hurt her face consequences. And honestly, after everything she's been through, can you blame her? The Kardashians built their empire on the backs of people like Britney. They profited off her pain, laundered her money, and then had the audacity to post Free Britney on Instagram while maintaining business ties to the woman who orchestrated her nightmare. But karma has a funny way of coming back around.
She is using Skims as a front. If she is busted, they'll strip her of her assets and send her greedy little tail to prison.
So now I want to hear from you. Do you really believe Kim is behind this entire drug operation? Do you think the $600 million money laundering allegations are true? And most importantly, what do you think of Britney allegedly celebrating Kim's downfall? Is this justice, or is there still more to the story? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you made it this far, make sure you're subscribed because this story is far from over. The Kardashians are scrambling, Britney's team is circling, and the feds are watching. This is about to get even messier.